Did I hit record? I hit record. We did it.
We're on.
We're on. We were. You guys missed some good stuff on the unedited episode that's not recorded. And we're back at the Thanks for Sharing podcast. We are brought to you Dan Rouse at Cherry Hill Mitsubishi, KO Pest Control, KCD Construction, Pace Roofing, Gilchrist and Sons Painting, Hoover Delivery Service, ERT Restoration, Doodah's Distros, J Bo's Creation, Art History, Kelsey Kool-Aid Art, Four Seasons Landscaping, RD Realty, Bone Marrow Clothing, Capital Adjustment, Santini's Grill, A-Plus Insurance, Tyson and Castor, Ivy Innovations, Ghost with the Most Boutique, Crocus Landscaping, and Greek Tech. All real shit.
Holy shit.
The beauty of AA, everyone has a business, and they're like, yo, shout me out. And I'm like, all right. And
All
some
right.
of them give me money, too. And I'm like, you really don't
Good
have
for
to.
you. All right.
And they send me the money, and I'm like, all right, I'll take it. I'm not going to
Keep
say
repeating
no.
it. No.
Yeah.
Can't turn down money.
I know, and they're the reason why I started. I went on a hiatus of doing the podcast, because once I took over doing it on my own, it's just laziness. Plus, you ask someone and you're like, yo, you want to come on? Then they're like, yeah. Then they just
Don't
never
show.
get back to you. And you're like,
Damn it.
yeah.
Now you're stuck with nothing.
Yeah. Now
Well,
stuck.
you're motivated now. Power of the dollar.
Yeah. And then I asked you at the worst time, which was like 4 weeks ago, because we had the World Cup.
We did.
Diego, everyone.
How you doing?
A fellow Argentine brother. And then it was Christmas right after that.
Yes. And then one thing led to another. Next, 4 weeks later, but we're here.
I know. Then you kind of gave me the guilt trip.
What guilt trip?
You were like, oh, this dude asked me. And I was like, I swear, you'll come on, sir.
I didn't say that, did I? Nah, get out of here. I might have. No, I didn't say that. Nah. Yeah.
Even if you did. But no, I'm happy to have you on.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Reuniting the freight train.
Yeah.
How's that going?
25 years later.
Yeah, I'm dumb. I didn't know it was a thing already. And I was like, yeah, that new band, Freight Train. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Paul's new band. That's
Paul's new band. Yeah, Paul's new band. Yeah, well,
it was a band already.
Well, he was a major part of us doing it again. It was This Is Hardcore. And he was like, dude, I think we should play. Oh, Paul was in the band before we broke up. So at This Is Hardcore, he was like, dude, I really think we should play again. I think kids will like it. Yeah. And it's like, nah, nobody cares. No, and it was one thing led to another. And it's like, yo, there's some hype to it. People would really like to see it. And then now we're playing.
Now we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
I like it. That's high praise from me.
That is high because I know how you roll with.
Yeah, I was just telling you how much I dislike hardcore music. You know what I mean? For the most part.
Yeah, well, no, it's we're back and we're doing the old songs, kind of freshening them up to bring them current, a little more, and then some new songs. The new stuff is going to be awesome too. Plus, it's fun just to get out there and be stupid.
Got a little chopped and screwed vibe with Jeff throwing some production on there.
Yeah, he took it to the next level. Man. Yeah, because he hit me up and he was like, "Dude, this one song, I really think I could put like a Mob Deep to it." And I was like, "Dude, I like where you're going with this. How about if you do it to all 4 songs?" And he was like, "Let's do it." And we hooked up, and man, to see him in action, dude, it was like. It was awesome. It was awesome. So it took good songs and just made them something,
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, no, it is. I can't wait to release more songs out.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it. I think the next song's in a couple weeks, actually.
Yeah. Do we know? I know about the first show. I have not given anything.
Not the first show. The next song.
But is the first show in the future?
Joe's working on it. He's got something up his sleeve. It sounds good. Sounds really good.
From what I heard, it sounds good.
It sounds really good.
I should rephrase this. I would go just to see you guys because I don't really care about what the sounding good part is. Because I'm like, it's one of those things I refuse. And if you know me, which is like only 2 people who would listen to this, and they probably don't watch this, who are my closest friends, they'll be like, I know exactly what band he's talking about because they all love it. And I'm like, I don't care,
Sure.
Almost as if it came on right now, I probably would like it. I just never gave it a chance. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you. No, but like, I think a lot of people can't wait to see it because a lot of people heard how it used to be.
Yeah,
and a lot of people want to see it. Yeah,
I'm trying to get stats.
That
I feel like it will be me. I get hurt at every concert.
It'll definitely be you. If not, I'll make it be you. We'll set that up.
Yeah, I'll make sure to me and be like, this little motherfucker.
Yeah, I just won't go too deep, you know. But it's funny because like I forget what was put out. Joe, I was someone write up. I think No Echo did a write up on the video we put out for Throwdown, And Joe Hardcore on his Twitter put these dudes had more stabbings than shows, and it was so funny.
Yeah.
It was a funny comment because it was true. It's true.
Yeah,
but it was funny. It was.
Yeah, I called up Jeff. I was like, I can't wait till this shit happens, and I will definitely get stabbed. I don't want to, but it's probably going to be me.
Poor Sam got stabbed.
Yeah, Sam's the best. Dude.
Sam is the best, and he took it good.
Yeah.
It was so funny. He's like, dude.
Was he supposed to not get stabbed? But he was like, it will be more real if I get stabbed.
No, it was like he wasn't supposed to get stabbed, but he got stabbed, and then it was like, hey man, hold on, I think you got stabbed, and he was like, did I? And he looks down, and it's just blood coming out. He's like, shit, I was wondering what that burning feeling was.
Yeah, that's a stab.
Yeah, it's a stab, man. That's that blood.
Yeah,
yeah. The taste of the steel.
Yeah, every show I get hurt. I don't know what it is about it, dude.
You know what?
I mean, you witnessed the last one because it was just, which I should have done a podcast while I still had the black eye, but I didn't.
I feel bad laughing about it, but it was so funny because the reaction instantly of just like everything's fine, and then as soon as you turn to see it, it's like, oh, holy shit, dude.
I think it's so funny because it's a room of terrifying individuals. I didn't realize how many people I knew until that happened because everyone's like, who did this to you?
Right,
you know what I mean? Because
right.
It's hardcore dudes trying to fucking pump their chest, and they're like, who did this to you? They're fucking... And it was my boy Pat. I was like, it was an accident. It was Pat. Then we all just busted Pat's balls.
Dude, and then you came over the top where you put that dude, one of your posts, who was like, everyone thinks it's 90s hardcore. And then you were like, yeah, no, he's not kidding.
I don't know that dude.
No,
I know
funny. The meme. Right.
That dude's hilarious.
Yeah, but the way you mixed that in, I was like, dude, that's fucking I shouldn't be laughing.
Yeah.
But it was fucking hysterical.
You gotta take advantage of it while you got it going on.
The whole delivery, the whole thing was just fucking hysterical.
Yeah, that dude
man.
Stanley's TikTok makes me laugh so hard, dude, because that's like, I tried doing so many jokes about like hardcore on stage, but it's like, you got to think about it. Like, what? See, we go to this stuff all the time, so it's like huge when it's like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Mad balls,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But
it's like, I work at a fucking Applebee's, and like when I tell them, like, I'm seeing my buddy's band play in the park in New York, they're like, oh, they're probably like 5 people in a park with the guy with it. Because then I show them the video of fucking them playing Thompson Square Park. They're like, you know these guys?
Yeah, sure.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's come a long way.
Like,
that's
third
for
best
sure.
merch guys. No big deal. Third best. Yeah.
Third best.
Yeah, third best.
All right.
Yeah, but dude, I just think that dude's so funny because he like did a couple like talking about Breaking Edge, and it was just so funny. And I was like, this dude's hilarious.
Yeah, the Breaking Edge stuff is hysterical.
Yeah. And
because everyone starts out strong because they're young.
Yeah.
So it's easy, right?
Yeah.
So then after a while, you're like, all right.
My biggest pet peeve is when someone calls me straight edge because I'm just sober. It wasn't a choice for me.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
After you steal your mom's jewelry box for the 3rd time, they're like, listen, you better get it right this time, 3rd time in rehab. And I was like, okay.
I'm impressed that your mom has 3 jewelry boxes.
No, she
it's
had
like
the
Mr.
one. I just kept going. I was like, I need this. That woman's an angel up there.
Yeah,
dude.
sure.
Yeah,
most moms are, right? That's what, in order, especially when they have pain in the asses like for kids, right?
I was like the only one. The other 2, I'm sure, have their own. Actually, no, they're pretty normal guys. The other 2, I'm just the, but I'm the youngest too, so it's like.
Yeah, you had to really be noticed.
Still shine in their eyes, you know what I mean? And the other 2 know it. They're like, oh, this kid's.
Damn it! It's the guy that was smoking crack.
Yeah, they're like,
don't forget.
This one was a dirtbag for 5 years, and still, you know what I mean? And I refuse to leave here. That's why I got the dog, because the dog's only 2. And I'm like, well, I can't move out now because I can't change his environment. It's my dog.
Plus, good luck finding a rental that accepts dogs.
Yeah, and it's my dog that my dad paid for.
It's kind of genius.
Yeah,
that's good for you, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
But so we got another song coming out hopefully next couple weeks, and I think we're gonna get with Sharky about another video too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fun times. I'll get stabbed for the video,
dude. That would be. You have to get stabbed.
I don't have health insurance, so I really don't want to get stabbed.
Well, we'll do butterfly stitches. Glue.
Yeah, we'll glue it on. He told me sugar.
Yeah,
and
sugar.
Yeah,
dude, I'm telling you,
dude. My boy Nate, so this is what happened. My boy Mark drove me home. My eye starts burning on the ride home, like because I didn't really think about it. Like the tear, like
Yeah, sure.
your eyes naturally tear
Yeah.
as everyone. I wasn't crying. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
not a bitch. Yeah, I was crying.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Inside, you were dying.
Yeah, but dude, it didn't hurt at all. Then it just started burning, like right when we got off at Street Road exit of fucking the turnpike. So we made it the whole ride of Reading coming back home. And then it started burning. I get to his house. I put like a warm compress on it. Instant relief. I'm like, oh, thank fucking God, dude.
All right.
I fucking just chilling on his couch. I was like, I think I can make it home because like his house to my house is all Route 1, so it's just a one shot on a highway.
Sure.
I made it like 2 exits and it just started. I felt it starting to. It didn't start burning because like when it burned, I was like instantly like this, like head down, like both my eyes shut. So I got off the exit. My boy Nate picks me up. Nate's a fucking lunatic. Shout out Nate. Happy birthday. It's his birthday. I'm gonna call him tomorrow and say happy birthday tomorrow. Awesome. And be like, today's the day, right? Because he does it to me. But he like
birthday boy.
The whole time I FaceTimed him and like I'm thinking I'm a bitch, dude, because I was like, dude, I need you to pick me up. I can't drive.
Well, the eye's no joke.
Yeah, and he was like, you're being a baby, and he's like, let me see that thing, and he's like, yeah, you're being a baby, dude. We get the whole ride home to my house, and he's like, seriously, tomorrow get that. He had me psychologically shook,
right?
Because I thought I was like, am I just being a pussy, dude? Like, is this not that bad, dude? Then he was like, it's bad.
Yeah.
He's like, it's real bad, actually. But I woke up the next day and I was like, I think I need to go to urgent care. Then my dad's like,
did you go?
My dad's like, do you want to give them a bunch of money just to be like, your eyes fucked up? Yeah. And I'm like, I guess you got a point.
But it was just skin, right? And swelling. It wasn't like...
Well, I had a cut here. That's what everyone was like worried about at the time. They were like, I don't know. But it was like,
cut there?
There was like a little baby cut there. Yeah, nah. See, it was, who gives a fuck?
Dude, the packing the sugar thing.
But I told my buddy Nate that the sugar.
You probably thought I was
like,
nuts.
I was like, my boy Diego got hit by a horse, and he's like, why are you taking advice from someone who got hit by a horse? And I'm like, good point.
No, but it seriously worked, dude. I'm telling you, I worked at the Philadelphia racetrack, and I remember like it was just yesterday. Soon as
right next door.
Yeah. I used to work there. Like after when I was trying to like not steal cars anymore, I was trying to find anything that I could make money off, you know. So
you stole horses.
I won't. If I could steal a horse, that would make a ton of money.
Yeah.
But and then that's what I'm saying. As soon as that horse kicked me, man, I remember they grabbed a bunch of packet of sugars and they packed my eye. And I'm telling you, it made the difference. It made the difference.
Oh, I believe it. But this was my biggest fear because I've had pink eye like twice in my life, and I don't like that feeling of waking up with gunky eye.
Yeah.
And I knew that's what it would do because I thought about it that night.
Yeah.
But then my girl that night was like, you need to warm cold compress. Don't put warm compress. But warm compresses felt so good on it like the next 2 days.
Dude, warm compresses. Everyone goes right to ice, but I'm a big fan of the warm shit.
I like the warm too.
Dude, I
had
the
ice just burnt too much. Then the next day, you were the only person I tolerated because that was the World Cup Championship. Because everyone was texting me. Like, I had bar regulars, like everyone knew because I'm posting Argentina.
Yeah.
Some dude that follows you on Instagram started following me, and he said, like, thank you for your support during all this. And, and I don't think he, like, put it all together that I was like, my mom's from there, dude. It's not like I'm like...
Who was it?
I don't know. I forget his
name.
Right, I'll look it up later.
Yeah. Dude, I forget what I was going to say. Oh, well, when I had sleep apnea surgery, they had jaw surgery, and my face was swollen out to here. 11-hour surgery. I was out, and it wasn't until I put that warm compress that I was like, "This is fucking heaven, man."
It's so good.
Yeah, because just everything's ice.
Yeah.
But dude, I did that hot compress, and it was fucking.
That's how I felt at Mark's house. I was in his bathroom, and I was like, I can drive home now. Like, I definitely got. I thought I could have made it from Reading. I didn't know my eye would start burning.
No Motrin, nothing. No time.
Nah, I just
But I mean, I don't know.
It didn't hurt that bad.
You take aspirin and stuff, right?
Yeah. It just didn't hurt that bad. It was just shut. You know.
Yeah. Well, because then after a while, the air, the sweat, the tears, all stings.
Yeah. Well, the next day I had to work on Monday. So
with your eye like that,
I eye patched it.
Oof.
Just because I felt it wasn't even a thing. Like, it felt better without the eye patch.
Like a strap one or a stick on?
Yeah. Strap
so you went full pirate?
Yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah. But it was mostly like where I work, people are eating. They don't want to look at my gunked up eye. You know what I mean?
Are you bartender or
bartender? But I do both because I work during the day.
Okay.
So I get the tables around the bar, or else I would make $0.
Yeah.
Because sometimes daytime, no one sits at the bar. Like today, I think 2 people did until 4:00. Which is like the last hour of my shift, 4 to 5, and I'm like, fuck this.
Awesome.
Yeah, fucking working at Applebee's, dude. I get old ladies asking me about my knuckle tattoos all the time. They're like, "What's it say?" I'm like, "It says murder."
Look at the old ladies trying to pick up the.
They do. They're always like, "Let me see these things."
For
And I'm
you. I haven't been to Applebee's in forever, man, but it used to be my go-to spot.
Yeah,
Dude, they still have that quesadilla burger?
we sure do,
Dude,
man.
that was the jam.
My mom's favorite thing, dude.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's mine, dude.
yeah, it's so good.
Dude, it used to be the jam. I don't need a menu, know what I'm doing.
Yeah, people fucking love that fucking
Yeah,
thing.
it's a
dude.
classic.
Well, we were talking a little bit before. I'm a picky eater, so it's
Yeah.
like, and it's not even that I'm picky. It's just no vegetables enter my body. You know what I mean? Which is, I'm gonna die
None?
soon. Yeah, just get to know me now, and when I die in 5 years, and you're like, it's because you didn't eat vegetables.
Ah, dude, there's some vegetables that are
Yeah.
awesome.
I like raw carrots and I like corn.
Brussels sprouts. Get in there.
No.
No?
No.
Dude.
No.
Cauliflower,
So
no?
Yeah, I constantly got to lie at work because people are like, "Is this good?" I'm like, "It's the best fucking thing you ever ate." Or just sometimes.
Dude, that's my move. I always ask the waiter, what do you
Oh,
recommend?
I'll tell people if it's something like dog shit. I'm like, "That's dog shit. You don't want."
All right.
Like, I'm smart enough to put together like fucking like our burgers are very good. And if someone's like, "What's good here?" I'm like, "Burgers are real good. You should get the quesadilla burger," because I know people fuck with it. Like they'll die for a quesadilla burger.
I'm telling you, it's the shit.
Yeah, they're out here. They're like, "I need this burger in my life."
I need it. Dude, I'm actually mad I ate before coming here, or else I would whack a quesadilla burger.
Dude, I would have brought you one. It cost me nothing to get you one.
Well, next time.
You know a guy at Applebee's.
Yeah, I do know a guy at
dude.
Applebee's.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Been there 10 years, dude. And got
10 years?
Yeah, employee of the month.
Manager.
Yeah, employee of the month one time. It's a lot of months.
That's a lot of months.
Yeah, it's a lot of months, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I've been there forever, dude.
10 years, you said?
Yeah.
So what's the move?
I don't
Just
know. I'm
keep
just
going.
hanging out there, and then hopefully, like, fucking Dave Chappelle stumbles across me, and he's like, "I think you're so
Just a matter of time.
hilarious."
Just a matter of time.
Yeah, I just believe in myself, you know?
That's it.
It's kind of weird for someone who barely goes out and does comedy anymore, because open mic scene, I was telling you before, is just,
Yeah.
like, depressing.
What makes it depressing?
I don't know. Just, like, I drive, like let's say the closest one's Manayunk.
Yeah.
So that's, like, 45 minutes away. There's
Is that
nowhere
the
to park.
Is
Well,
it the
they're all in,
closest
like, the
one?
city, and it's not like I live far from the city. I'm literally right next to the city. There's
What
a
if-
couple in
What about that
That's
spot
scary.
above Poco's? Isn't that a comedy cabaret?
Comedy Cabaret.
Is that the same shit?
On the boulevard?
No, Poco's and Doyle's. Is that Doyle's?
Doylestown? Yeah, that one's still there. They don't do open mics.
Oh.
And there was a comedy cabaret on the boulevard, and they used to do open
I
mic,
remember that.
and they don't do it anymore.
Ah,
But that was the best place. Like, that's where, like, all the dudes I'm tight with, that's, like, where I met all them.
that's really.
And there's nothing like going on a Wednesday night to a fucking comedy club connected to a Motel 6 that no one will ever go to. And I'm like, this is great.
Dude.
That's like home for me as being a drug addict. I'm like, this feels right. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, you get it in and you go crush next door.
Yeah, but it's like they're like all about the hang, and like not many of them are sober. You know what I mean? I'm
No,
a sober
sure.
dude, so I'm not like hanging out at the bar all night with them, watching them getting shit faced.
After a
Like
while,
I'll chain smoke cigs, crack jokes, and I'm like, all right,
you're out.
yeah,
That's it. You got nothing.
yeah, it's probably all on me. I don't network, as they say.
Well, you got to network a little
I network
bit.
a little bit, but I do it in different avenues.
Well, as long as you're doing something.
Yeah, like I'm gonna open up for fucking Madball, dude, and I'll be like, "You fuckers ready for comedy?"
No,
and they'll be like,
you're going to open up for freight train.
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Dude, you're doing it.
Well, I've been kicking around the idea, so I have a special on Amazon which I want to delete because the fun thing about building an hour of material, it takes comedians years. I did it within my first 6 months, and we just hit record on a camera. Like I
Nice.
didn't know if I could do an hour,
Okay.
and we did it, and the thing's called It's Fine, and that's exactly what it is. It's just fine. Yeah, and I want those jokes back. And I can still do them. It's not like I'm still working at Applebee's for the past 10 years, okay? Like, it's not like
Yeah.
people are quoting that special all the time, like, brilliant. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I want to delete it, get a lot of those jokes back, a couple of my new ones, and I want to do a show at the church.
You should.
And I want to film it.
You have
But
to.
getting chairs there is probably annoying.
Mm.
Which I had to do for my special, which was on the 3rd floor of an abandoned window factory. So I had to lug like 70 folding chairs up there.
How many people you need to hold? How many you want to hold?
I don't know.
Does it have to be the church?
I just think it's like iconic
Well,
of like
it is
me
iconic.
growing up
Yeah.
watching pop punk,
Nah, you
and
have
hardcore
to.
stuff, and I'm like, that would be so cool to do it there.
Set it up.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool to do it there?
It's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
have
it's
to.
hard to get the church. Like they're not
No.
doing stuff there that often.
No, just get a bunch of chairs.
Yeah,
That's happening.
I never got the love for the church. I love it, but like people like get like super amped up when there's a show there.
because the sound there is just really good.
I saw Lifetime there, which yet again, don't know why people label them a hardcore band because they're really not.
Yeah.
One of my favorite bands, dude. I don't understand a word he's saying. And it's not like he's screaming. For anyone who's like, what the fuck's Lifetime? You know what I mean? He's not screaming. He's just Jersey mumbling.
The best show I've ever seen. I've only been to the church
dude, it was a weird
3 times.
It was a weird thing because Lifetime was the best and the worst show because I love them that much. But they played for literally like 20 minutes. And this is what I appreciated the most. The comedian in me loved it. They were like, we got work on Monday. This is our last song. You know what I mean? And and all their songs are 2 minutes. So they pumped in a lot of songs, but they're like, we got work on Monday. See ya. No encore. And I was like, that's the coolest shit anyone has ever done, dude.
I respect that, right? Yeah. You got to wake up in the morning.
That's fucking sick.
I might have to pull that off.
Yeah. But that was like my favorite time at the church. I remember going there younger, but I don't even remember who I saw there.
BOD was the best show I've ever seen there.
Yeah.
It was the most packed, the best sounding. It was a show that was like you had to be there.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was always like the Troc for me.
Yeah.
That was
I played the Troc when I was still playing music when I was a kid. Yeah. I did the balcony.
We did the balcony.
The balcony was better. Well, we did that like rig of a Battle of the Bands thing.
Okay. Rigged?
Yeah.
So you didn't win.
Yeah.
All right. It was rigged.
I don't even think you had to be good to win. If you just sold the most tickets, you won. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I remember we did it and like literally no songs. I wrote like all 5 songs and like tried to teach my buddies. I'm like, hopefully we don't fuck this up. And
what did you do?
I played bass in this at the time, but every time I've done a band, it's like I wrote all these songs and I was like, I hope we get this, dude. I'll commit to a show next week. And I've done it.
Nice.
Yeah, the last one I played guitar and sang. Then my best friend Shane I always did bands with. He was like, I'll just play guitar and you can just sing. And I was like, that's even better because I'm not that great at guitar. I'm not bad, but I'm not great.
That's awesome, though.
But me and him, I keep telling him, but he's like dad life and he's like literally he's one of those dudes yet again who's the worst friend.
Yeah.
Like he just has 2 kids and he's like, I'm out here skateboarding. You know what I mean?
Young?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
But
it's tough when they're young.
But me, him, my boy Mark, we all did like a band together, and my 2 other boys, Brian and Joe. We did like a pop punk band. Then Mark quit to do Gloves Off. He was playing bass in that. This was years ago.
Dude, I gotta hear some of this stuff.
We never recorded anything.
Nothing?
Yeah, but it sounded like old Saves the Day, which I love.
I don't hate.
Yeah, don't hate.
Yeah, but I can't hear.
But I keep telling the dude Shane because he plays everything. I don't know. I keep pointing at the camera. Yeah, Shane.
I keep thinking he's standing over there. I'm like, all right, Shane.
Yeah.
One in.
Are you coming here or what? The reason I did drugs was because of that dirtbag.
The letdown.
Yeah.
Damn it. But he could have been somebody.
But he like plays everything. I was like, we should just record him because Jeff's like, I'll record it for you. Yeah, so I think we're gonna maybe do a 3-song EP.
Why not?
Oh, because Cody did the Great American Typewriter, so now I need to
which is so.
He's probably a better singer than me, but I'm like, because my voice is just weird. And some people have said to my face, it's not good. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wow, that's mean.
Is it like not good for punk rock or not good at all?
I think it would be good for punk rock, but I like pop punk too much. You know what I mean? Yeah. And not that I do that, but it's like I don't even want to say like what it's like because it's not like that. But it's like more like a dude you would think would be singing hot water music songs, like stuff like that, like raspy and sounds like I smoke a pack a day because I do.
As long as you don't sound whiny,
my voice can't do that. So I just don't do that. That's why I think it would be cool.
Like the whiny, I'm about to cry thing. I can't.
But the bummer is Mark's hands don't work because he was playing drums in it, and Mark just has super arthritis and carpal tunnel.
You got to get him that copper tone glove.
So he does like no music anymore.
I get him that copper tone glove.
Dude, he had the surgery to snip his fucking thing. Yeah, no, it made it worse.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I swear to you.
Damn it.
Yeah. We keep joking that he has MS, which is not a joking matter, but we're just like,
we break his balls that he's got MS.
Well, it's me and himself that break his balls that he like might have MS, dude. And we kept thinking, because we're both dumb, it's what the fucking kid in Breaking Bad had, which is not MS. That's like fucking something completely different. That's just like mental illness.
Give him the guilt trip. Be like, yo, dude from Def Leppard plays with one arm.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah. Well, his other arm doesn't work either, dude. But his hands don't work. No, but he said he probably might try to muscle it out just to record, because he wants to record a bunch of stuff just for his kid to have one day. You know,
that's what I'm saying. That's the best.
Because he did a rap project after, which I love it. It's my favorite thing ever. It's called Dumb Ugly. I love
Dumb Ugly?
Yeah.
All right.
It's my boy Corey and him. And Corey raps, Mark makes the beats.
I'm going to listen to it.
Corey came up with Jeff, like when Corey was a little kid, like Jeff was recording him.
All right.
But Corey's like a nutcase.
Oh, yeah.
Like says like fucking radical things just for like the fucking to cause fights with people.
Like, give me radical.
I won't even know. Dude.
Right,
yeah, I don't want to throw his business.
Fine.
It's not even like I wouldn't even know how to describe it, but it would be like stuff that people would get mad at me for being like, why would you even bring that up?
Yeah, don't even bring it up.
He likes to go with cancel culture, like against the grain. You know what I mean?
I don't hate that.
He's a wild guy. He likes to say things.
You got it.
And who even knows if it's true, dude? But they play.
That's the best part, right?
And I don't know why they didn't try to get on more hardcore shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, it's not even rap metal. But like, if you had to think of it, it's like hardcore murder rap. You know what I mean?
It's not like Piss Mob, right? Like that kind of murder rap?
No. It's not like Piss Mob. No. Dude, I don't want to say, I feel like the worst example would be like the genre, like maybe like, I don't even know. I'll play it for you after this and you'll be like, wow, this is really good, dude. Because Mark's like a lunatic when it comes to making beats. He just like does all this crazy stuff.
I'm gonna have to hear it.
Yeah, I'll definitely play it for you.
I mean, if he came up with Stress, then yeah, right?
Yeah. Well, they have like a love-hate thing. Like Jeff like loves him or hates him on any given day.
You know.
Yeah. And Jeff will tell you too, and he's like, he's like, this week I love Corey, you know what I mean? Sure. Because he knows I'm tight with him, and he's like, what's up with your fucking boy? What's he posting this time? I'm like, I don't know, I don't fucking control him, dude.
He's the best,
man. Yeah, Jeff is the best. Yeah. And I was talking to him today about recording the third Dumb Ugly album.
When are you doing that?
I don't know. Well, that's more Mark and Corey. I have nothing to do with that. Because like Mark sent Corey all these beats, and it's like we're waiting for, But Mark opened a reptile shop.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's called Cold Blooded King. Him and Kyle from Carried by Six, they own it together. Yeah, I don't like reptiles.
Me either. All right, I was just going to say the same. I'm like, cool.
I was there Saturday. I go there all the time because he's one of my best friends.
No, sure, you got to support.
Yeah, and I was there Saturday, dude, and he was like putting buckets of roaches and things.
I don't get that, right?
That part's worse to me than the lizards and the snakes.
Yeah.
It's the buckets of roaches because you got to feed these fucking things. And he's like separating them by size, dude. And every time I leave there, I feel like bugs are crawling on me.
Well, yeah, because that's what happens. So you're not supposed to be around bugs.
Yeah, right? yeah. But he's just fistful of bugs. Like he has no problem doing it. I'm like, that's so insane to you.
I can't with the.
Then he's like, you want to touch this gecko? I'm like, I don't want to touch any of this shit.
No, it's
not even the turtles. I won't even touch.
I don't want to touch anything.
Yeah, there's so many turtles.
No, they're either slimy or. Just don't.
Here's the thing. I don't think they are slimy. I think we just perceive it because we're two dudes who won't touch them.
I won't touch it.
Like I still won't touch it.
Like, dude, like.
Yeah, I'm not doing snakes, dude.
No. They're creepy.
It's kind of weird because that's like a big tattoo thing, having a snake. I got a huge one on my stomach.
One on my hand.
Yeah. But I don't want to touch the fucking thing, dude.
I have one on my arm too. What the fuck? I'm literally, with snakes.
Yeah, dude, you're a snake guy, dude. That's fine.
I'm a snake guy.
Is that Eddie from Iron Maiden?
Eddie from Iron Maiden, yeah. Fucking right. Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, actually I have him twice. I got him on my ribs too.
I want to see them live.
Awesome.
My middle brother saw them live, and he was like, it was the best fucking shit ever.
I seen him live, and to see Bruce run around like a maniac and still be able to do his thing. It's incredible.
What I want to know, if you know this, speaking of Bruce Dickinson, is he the dude they're making fun of on Saturday Night Live that Christopher Walken is? Because they say his name's Bruce Dickinson, or is that just a coincidence? And the more cowbell thing?
I don't know.
Christopher Walken's character's name in it is Bruce Dickinson.
It has to be him then,
I'm like, is it supposed to be? But did he record Blue Oyster Cult? That's what I got to think of. Because that could have happened. That seems like something that could have happened.
We got some homework to do.
I don't know what Bruce Dickinson's up to.
No. Other than Iron Man, that's all I know.
He ever did. Having that much energy.
Pilot.
Yeah. Is he a pilot?
Dude, yeah. I forget the name.
Pilot's fascinating me. One of my bar regulars is a pilot.
Iron Maiden has his big Boeing airplane. Yeah. It's the Eddie 1 or some shit like that.
Yeah, and he just flies it. He's like, I got us to our next gig. He's like, I wouldn't trust that, dude.
No.
Roy Halladay crashed his fucking thing, dude. You know?
Yeah. Dude, what's the name? Kennedy, too, right? What was, I
think
John. No,
one of them died in a fucking plane. Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
I don't know who keeps doing. Dude, that's why see the Roy Halladay thing, and I am a Phillies fan. Like it didn't shake me as much as when Kobe died in the helicopter because it was like it's just Kobe, and I was like, it was Kobe.
Kind of cold, though. See,
I mean, the Kobe thing shook me way more. The Roy Halladay thing, I was like, damn, that's fucked.
Did the Kobe thing shake you a lot more because the daughter was on the helicopter or because it's Kobe?
I don't really. Yeah, I think it's because it was Kobe, really? And trust me, his daughter being on it adds to it.
That's the part that fucks me up.
But like, part of me's like, I'm like, did he try? Because I know he like has his helicopter thing. I'm like, did he try like at some point being like, I got this. I can get us home from here to the pilot.
Well, wasn't it that the pilot was like, man, we shouldn't, and he was like, just do it. I don't know.
Dude, that's what happened with my buddy Mark's dad. He flies a helicopter
Shut
for
up.
some dude around here who's like rich or something. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but who really cares,
Yeah,
dude? Because none of the people are going to listen to it
Sure.
until it blows up one day. But apparently, like Pitbull was in here and he was like, fly me back to New York on the helicopter.
Damn.
And it was like raining, and my boy Mark's dad was like, absolutely not. And Pitbull was pissed at my boy Mark's dad. So fuck Pitbull.
Mr. 305.
Yeah, and he was like, I don't give a
Damn.
fuck who you are, dude. So Pitbull never got there by helicopter.
But in a helicopter, though, that's a
Yeah.
long ride, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I don't know. I think it's shorter than dry. I don't know. New York's not that far, so.
Oh, from here to New York.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could trust that, dude.
Yeah.
Helicopters fuck.
Well, that's
scare
like what
me.
he's done his whole life was fly helicopter. So I trust him flying the helicopter. But if he's the guy being like, it's not good to
Then
go.
you don't do it.
Yeah, you don't do it. I
What
don't
about
know.
that? What
I
was
don't know
that?
who Pitbull thinks he is, dude. Mr. 305.
Mr. Worldwide, dude.
He is Mr.
He
Worldwide.
is
Dude.
definitely Mr. Worldwide.
I know, dude.
But you got to say no. I mean, because, I guess, fuck if he dies, but you're going to die.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to go, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Why couldn't it be Pitbull instead of Kobe, though, is what I think. Just telling that story now, I'm like, if it would have been, that's a great trade, dude.
Really? I don't know. I get a lot more out of Pitbull than Kobe. Fuck
Really?
Kobe. I mean, I don't want to
A
say
lot of
nothing
people
about
hate
the
on
day.
Kobe because he was from
No,
here, then he fucking went to the Lakers and beat us in the
I
championship.
don't even care about all that. I just.
Yeah. Are you all New York sports, by the way?
No, not all.
How'd the Giants happen? Didn't you grow up here?
Yeah, well.
Was it the years of disappointment of this town? That
No.
Okay.
You know what it was is my aunt lived in Elizabeth, New Jersey, right?
Okay.
And I pretty much lived with her for a while, for a long time. And, coming here, all I cared about was soccer. It's all I knew. It's all I played, soccer. So, I guess, I'm watching Giants play. And I became a Giants fan. And coming back here and everyone starts breaking balls. And I loved it. I loved the talking shit.
See, I was
loved
never
all about it.
The Cowboys are the only one that will really get me going because the Giants, like even when they went on their runs with Eli,
Yeah.
it's like they could still never beat the Eagles. So I really didn't care. It's like it's the Giants.
I hear you.
And part of me kind of liked Eli Manning because I look confused all the time. So people naturally are just like, you look like Eli Manning.
I was going to
Yeah.
just say it. You have that Eli look. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
No. And then same thing. I hate the Yankees, right?
Yeah, not a Yankee. Well, I'm not a Mets guy either. I
I'm
hate
a Mets
both of them.
guy. I'm a
It's
Mets
all
guy.
man.
And, everyone has
So
their
you do
flaws, I guess.
cross the board. New
Yeah,
York.
but like when it comes to like anymore though, baseball to me is like, cool.
Yeah.
Just go on a nice day out.
I'll tell you what, as being from a diehard Phillies fan my whole life, it's just like going through terrible seasons, which I've went through a lot in my short 34 years. Not as much as other people. I got a
Sure.
World Series a lot quicker than most people.
Sure.
08's not that bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
But dude, just when they're bad, like I would watch them like the past 5 years, and like I would like try to be invested for like 2 months, and then it's just like then they fall apart. And then this year was like I was like, let's fucking go, and then they lost by one.
But not just that.
I got over that World Series loss more than when they played the Yankees the year after they won the World Series.
Really?
Yeah,
They
that
were
one
so
hit me
close,
hard.
though.
Yeah,
They were so close
and
this
Cliff
year.
Lee was like my favorite player before he was a Philly. I liked him on the Indians.
Oh.
Then plus we had Pedro,
You
who
mean
I loved Pedro too.
Pedro was the shit.
Yeah, he just had he was just such a sack of shit, dude, and I
He was
liked
such
it,
a
dude.
sack of shit. He didn't care.
Then he was like, get me against the Yankees again in the World Series. And I wanted him to be like
But
the
dude,
Pedro of the old for one game, dude.
Yeah.
Just throw a fucking no now.
But dude, like when it comes to like the other sports, like I was never big in basketball, so like I'll go to the Sixers,
Yeah.
whatever. And hockey, I never understood hockey with the point system and all. I just,
Yeah. I like all of them. So
I'm a big Flyers guy, just because back in the day, all that shit,
the attitude of it.
the attitude, the fights of it, the grittiness, like But football is the one where it's like, let's argue.
Oh yeah.
I
love.
Let's fucking talk shit.
I like your voice this weekend.
Yeah. But
People at the bar were like, been in the game. They're like, who do you like in that? I was like, I think Kirk Cousins is going to
Kirk Cousins sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Plus, this is what people don't realize. The Eagles exposed them in week 2, and people were like, it's a fluke. It's week 2. It's early in the season.
Sure.
They exposed how to beat them, and the Packers did the same exact thing, dude.
Right.
Like 2 weeks ago. And they shut out the Vikings, dude.
In the end,
triple cover Justin Jefferson and they can't do anything. You know what I mean?
And always just give the ball to Cousins. He'll blow it.
Yeah. Well, people were like, after the Vikings lost to the Packers like 2 weeks ago, and like the Packers were all of a sudden like winning in, dude. Which I was kind of bummed because I like Aaron Rodgers, but I like everything about the Detroit Lions this year.
I learned just to like
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. My mom hates him.
I hated it.
I think he's so cool.
Just a dickhead.
Yeah, I think he's cool though.
I don't know.
He's got swagger, dude.
Nah, that whole championship belt thing, like.
See, I think he's doing it like from a trolling level, and I think he's just a funny dude.
Yeah.
I think he's just breaking balls, dude, and I think it's funny. He'll do interviews with the one dude from Barstool who's like a lifelong Bears fan, and like the dude like said to him to his face in an interview, he's like, when you lose in the playoffs is better than a Super Bowl for me. So, but he like gives it back to him. I'm like, Aaron Rodgers is a fucking man.
Sure, well, no, I guess that's cool. I just always watching them.
But Vikings fans were like, oh, they put too much water in the middle of Lambeau, so they couldn't throw anything over the metal. I'm like, shut up,
get off.
And who cares if they did, dude? This is a sport they play in the snow, dude. You know what I mean?
No, sure, especially in Lambeau. But that Viking Stadium, did you see that at all?
That's where the Eagles won the Super Bowl,
dude. It's a nice stadium, dude. Yeah. The new one, dude. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I know.
I was shocked.
I know. I was still shocked they did a Super Bowl there before like so many other cold weather cities. Like New York got a Super Bowl, like to host the Super Bowl, not be right. And our Super Bowl that we won was in Minnesota. I was like, what a depressing place to go to watch it, but it's awesome because we beat Brady, so fuck them.
I know, but
and that's why I get along with Giants fans because we all beat Brady.
I know, but this is what pisses me off about the Eagles, right? You knew for that coach, your quarterback should have been Foles.
Yeah.
Instead, they listened to Wentz and they got rid of Foles.
Okay.
And instead, for most Eagles fans to go, that was fucked up. They should have got rid of Wentz, and because Foles works good under Peterson, they won't accept it. Yeah. They did good the following year.
I'm shocked they got rid of both of them, to be honest with you. Like I thought Wentz was going to go, and Doug was just going to be our coach,
right?
Which I like Doug.
Doug was cool,
but towards the end, Doug kind of was like
he got soft.
He got soft, but now he's in Jacksonville, and I'm happy for him.
I forgot that he was in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Good for him.
They won the AFC South.
Yeah.
He's in the playoffs.
But you know what? I got beef for Jacksonville, too. There's a handful of teams that you just don't want to watch.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's one of them. The fucking Steelers are another one.
Steelers are another one for me. It's my second favorite team, which I get shit for because people can have a second favorite team.
You can. AFC, NFC.
I do. And mine's the Ravens just because I like the wire and I like the color purple.
Dude, how about mine's the Ravens?
Yeah.
Because I lived in Baltimore for 2 years.
I got a banner hanging up in there. Yeah.
Dude, I lived in Baltimore for 2 years when I worked in Baltimore, and I lived in the harbor, so I was going to all the Orioles games and I was going to all the Ravens games. That's awesome.
The only thing that's kind of close, that's what's awesome about this city is that they're all right next to each other.
They are,
and the Sixers want to build a monstrosity like where the fucking what the fuck's it called? The gallery.
The gallery.
Yeah, that's where they want to build it. I'm like, why would you do that?
And I'm not here to trash the city or the teams, but same thing, right? So the Phillies had the same architect as Camden Yards. It's not as good. Camden Yards is so fucking awesome.
It is.
And then you go to Citizens Bank, it's like, man, kind of missed the mark, no?
I know. I get jealous of those dudes that are on like the Travel Channel and their jobs to go to like every stadium.
Awesome.
I'm like, give me that job. I'm a better personality than this fucking loser.
Other than Wrigley and the Boston one.
Yeah.
What else is there, right?
I want to go to Colorado. That looks fun. They got the big slide there.
Yeah.
I want to go to San Francisco.
That's cool. Got the backdrop of the water.
I want to go into the kayak. I want to go in there.
But no one's banging home runs like they used to, though.
That's true. I want to go on the Amazing Race. I don't know if you watch it.
Amazing Great. Nah.
I'm obsessed with it. Me and my mom watch it all the time.
You can do that kind of running and shit?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that much running, but also it is running.
It's more like
running. Yeah, but it's also like, do this puzzle before the other 12 teams. Listen, you got to do it for the experience. And see, me and my buddy Nate, the dude who was calling me a pussy because of my eye, we're going to go because I was talking to a dude who knows people over at like whatever fucking major network. And it's like, he's like, oh, when you apply for, not saying that he can get me on, but he's like, when you apply for those things, you got to realize you got to be different than the other people.
Oh, I think you have
so
no
what do people love?
Right?
They love good buddy cop movies of just interracial friendships. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And Nate's half Puerto Rican and half white.
So you're in.
I need him to look more Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? To get on the show. Yeah, I'm going to spray tan him. You know what I mean?
Take him tanning.
But I was telling him we were at a funeral and I said, we got to start getting in shape. Like, I'm dead serious about doing this audition tape because I think we'll win. Because, like, sometimes it's like eat a scorpion, which I'm not doing, but he will.
Ah, dude, like Fear Factor.
Yeah, it's like a mixture of all that stuff.
Yeah,
And I'm like, and listen, I'm not crazy about heights. I don't hate heights, but I'll jump out of something if it avoids me eating a tomato. You know what I mean?
would?
Yeah. So,
You're not a tomato guy?
no. So this is why I think we would make a good team. Plus, he was a trades dude forever, so he's like good with his hands in case we got to build something. There's all these different challenges, but I tell him,
So really, you want to get on so he could do all the challenges?
yeah, pretty much, and we can just goof
hear you.
around and fucking travel the world.
You
You know
do
what
the
I mean?
goofing around. He does.
If you win the whole thing, you get $1 million, which retrospect, it's a lot of money, but you're splitting that. It's 500,000 plus. I'm sure TV takes taxes.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so it's really not that much money, even if it is like,
More than
it's more than I got. Don't get me wrong.
Month at Applebee's.
Yeah, it's more than I got. Don't get me wrong.
That's a lot of quesadilla burgers you can
Yeah,
get.
but then I'm afraid that like they'll like do background checks and they'll be like, yeah, we want to have you both on the show. Because I used to be a sponsor in AA, and men's mental health suddenly matters all of a sudden, which I'm like, oh, it's trendy for men's mental health. AA goes along with that.
So that's
but he
good.
smokes weed now, but whichever. We won't tell them that.
Municipal.
But they'll
for the nerves.
They'll deep dive on this podcast and they'll be like, listen, we want to have you guys. You both seem goofy and fun-loving guys and great for the show, and you're a biracial friendship.
I think it's a
But the
no-brainer.
problem, Joe, is you say faggot too much on this podcast, and I'll be like, but I'm gay. You know what I mean? And that's what I'll say. And
And that's
like,
when you're allowed.
yeah, and then they'll be like, prove that you're gay. And then if I get on the show, I'll just kiss a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just to get on the show.
with the beard and all. Nah, you can't go. You can't go beard. No, really.
I just say it to justify me using the word faggot all the time. People are like, you can't say that.
Hey, to each his own.
I
right?
say it on stage. That's immediately what I'm like. I tell everyone I'm gay just so I can say faggot again. And they're like, good joke. You figured out how to do it. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm the goat.
You broke the system.
Yeah, I broke the system, dude.
You figured it out.
Exactly.
But then my only concern would be if they actually challenge you, like prove that you're gay.
Yeah.
You can't just hold a hand.
Yeah,
And even still, like, could you hold like a rough hand?
I can help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and walk.
Yeah.
Really?
If it's mean to do that, I'll
Let me see your
get
hands.
down the street. They're so soft, dude.
And you got
Touch them real quick. They're alarmingly soft.
They're like.
And I don't
A
use
murderous
lotion.
soft.
I don't use lotion or anything. It's
Dude,
just I
that's-
never did a day of hard work in my life, and it shows.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But like,
I've been making drinks for 10 years.
plus you got like small hands, so maybe you
Yeah.
can. But like,
I
don't
think
know.
they seem smaller than they are. I don't think they're that small.
They're pretty small.
Are they small?
I'm looking at
I
it.
mean, you're a bigger guy, though. You know what I mean?
I
You know what I mean?
Nah, no.
What do my parents think? Do you think like when like guys like you walk in to do this podcast, they're like, "How many psychopaths do you know?" That's what I always think is fun.
You know what I get a lot of?
But they're so nice that they don't even think that way. They're like, all right.
I get a lot of who's this MS-13 guy?
Yeah, that's
you
it,
know,
dude.
yeah. How is it?
Speaking of MS-13,
Yeah.
what's up,
What's
dude?
up?
What's up?
Yeah. Got the Cortezes. All right. Yeah. Cortezes are the shit.
Yeah, they're super
The
comfortable.
problem is they don't look good at a size 12.
Yeah, that's
I'm a size 12. So like anything past 10, it's no good.
Yeah, I'm 10 and a half, so
You're right there.
I'm right there. I'm right.
You
at
got
the cutoff.
balls over wearing the white ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm down, dude. You know what I mean? To say,
But let me see the sock check.
I'm just wearing black socks.
See, you're not
Well,
down.
right.
Yeah, you know,
Right.
the sock check. I always me and Stress always give each other like the different from the fools fools gone wild. They do the sock check, people. Dude, the higher the sock, the downer the fool.
Yeah, it's up to my
That's
armpit, my
shit.
sock. Yeah.
Gotta rock compression socks for me to.
What movie was I watching that they were wearing Cortez? It's fucking. We were rewatching Training Day, and at the end they're all wearing.
Oh yeah, they're all
Cortezes.
yeah.
And I was like, I
Well,
want those shoes.
Is there a better look than Cortez with some Dickies?
No, there's not,
Instant
dude.
classic.
Well, here's a fun thing about me when it comes to Dickies. I don't wear them anymore. I only wear joggers. I'm over buttons. I don't wear buttons.
Well, Dickies have the slide clip.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't even want anything with the zipper anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I'm wearing joggers right now.
Yeah.
I think the best thing they ever did was making joggers that just look like pants.
No, but the problem with them is that they're too tight on the ankle.
I like that because I'm a sneaker guy. I want to accent the sneaker.
On the upside, it'll help pull off the gay thing.
Yeah,
Like,
you know
look
what
at
I mean?
me. I got tight pants
I'll be
on.
like, what do you got to say now, Amazing Race, ABC, whatever fucking channel you're on?
Yeah, exactly. What? I wear tight pants. Look how gay that is.
Yeah, exactly. I like snug clothes. I don't know why. Just I always have.
You can fit in them.
Well, yeah, I've always been a tiny guy. The best about being this small is sometimes like a child's extra large. I pay like way less, like football jerseys.
Yeah.
Like my Eagles jersey, I think was like $50 less because I can fit into a kid's extra large comfortably.
That drives me nuts. So I'll go to the store or whatever and be like, shirts on sale or whatever. And then I'll go look at the shirts. First 10 fucking shirts will be small and extra small. And I'm like, fucking men's section, right?
Yeah.
And I don't understand that.
See, I made shirts because I have a fucking joke in my special where I talk about being drunk and trying to fight a light bulb. So we made shirts and they're Eagles colors. They're gray with green print.
Wait, what'd you try to fight?
A light bulb. Yeah.
Okay.
I was classy, dude.
Yeah.
But so my buddy Cello drew like a traditional like flash sheet thing, and it was just a light pole, and it has a banner that says "Fight Me, Pussy" on it.
All right.
But the light
was hanging.
No, the light's like cut out, like the light shining spells my name out.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did you put them out?
Yeah. Well, no one ever wears them because it says "Fight Me, Pussy." I wear it. I'm like the only one that wears it.
Did you spell out pussy?
Oh yeah. It's a rough shirt to wear.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I wear it game day sometimes because it's Birds colors. So I'm like, go Birds, fight me, pussy.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Let's go wild.
Yeah, but nobody wants it.
Yeah.
If you're wearing a shirt that actually says the whole word pussy, nobody wants that kind of static.
Yeah. But but I made the mistake when I ordered those shirts because I'm a small. I got like way more smalls than I should have. Not like an obscene amount, but I think I got like 5, and I was like, oh, these don't sell at all.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm getting podcast shirts made eventually. I just never do.
You're gonna go with that?
No. That's cool. I'll show you the idea. It's like on the hush, dude.
Wow.
I think it's funny.
Listen, I like this
It's
stuff.
for all the hardcore people out there who like hardcore stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Okay.
It's very tongue in cheek. I had to get it approved by a couple people to be like, "Is this cool if I do this?" And they're like, "That's fucking hilarious."
It comes with an approval.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
I had to run it by Jeff. You know, I was like, I'm like, "Is it funny if I do this?" And he's like, "I think it's fucking hilarious."
Yeah, but when he thinks hilarious and when it's actually like, but hey, whatever. If you're gonna get a cosign, that's the one to get.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking get them made, selling that this is hardcore because people will see them and be like, "This is hard." I'll show you the design. I'll show you the design right now. It's not like they can see it on the fucking thing.
You got to get them ready for when we play. We'll put it on the merch table. It'll be the third best merch table.
Yeah. I was about to say who you guys are playing with, potentially. I'm happy I stopped myself. These are the shirts, dude.
Okay, yeah.
That's the back.
Yeah, well, all right. That'll sell.
That will sell. That's cool as fuck.
I want a double X.
Yeah, I got you, dude.
My guy.
Yeah. See, my problem with getting them made is it's cost me money to put them out, and I won't take money from people. I'll just be like, here you go, because I'm done like that.
Well, now you have sponsors.
Yeah, I do got sponsors. I'll be like, please pay for these shirts to get made, you know what I mean?
It'll go a long way, I promise. Bunch of shirts.
I haven't talked to any like the sponsors in like a year. I should just hit them all up. Be like, yeah, listen, it's been about like 2 years.
Yeah.
Gotta re-up.
I'm gonna pay dues.
When I just don't care. It takes me 2 seconds to read all that, dude. I do it to be the most sponsored podcast in Philadelphia.
You should.
Yeah.
There's room for more.
Which, if anyone, like, because I know Barstool has a couple like Philly podcasts that are just like Philly guys. If they get more sponsors, I'll just keep all my friends have businesses. You're out of your mind if you think I'm just gonna be like, I'm shouting you out every week.
No.
There's so many more businesses that my friends own,
Absolutely.
At least 17 of my friends all own roofing companies.
Just think of that between roofing companies, tattoo shops.
Yeah, I have 2 landscaping companies sponsoring this thing.
Damn it. Dude, that's huge.
The one's Four Seasons Landscaping. That's mostly because it's funny, because Giuliani gave that speech there, and everyone's like, it was supposed to be at the hotel, you idiot. But it wasn't. They were on this podcast. The dude that owned Four Seasons Landscaping. Yeah.
That's cool.
But they had a documentary made about it. Do you remember that when all that happened?
No.
It was like in the beginning of the pandemic, and like it was around the election or something, and Giuliani went to go give like Trump's last speech at Four Seasons, but it was landscape, which is like right next to Kearns on.
Oh, yeah, I know where that's at.
Yeah. It's like right there, like on the 95 off ramp for Cotman.
Which, by the way, you mentioned Kearns, right?
Love their wings. Are you going to hate their wings?
Definitely not.
Love their wings.
I am going to hate Burns' wings.
What did fucking... I don't know if Paul... So Paul's a big wing guy, Paul Butterly.
Yeah, Paul.
I think he bought the jug handle, which my boy Nate, who I'm trying to do the Amazing Race with, like swore, because he's a big chicken wing guy. And I think it was jug handle. I don't remember, dude. I would have to rewatch the episode or just text Paul. But we had the jug handle, and their wings sucked. I don't know if it's because we got them to go, because Paul was living like farther away and stopped there, and we got them, and we ate wings on the podcast, like a couple slobs.
Dude, after after the video shoot, we went there, and it was like, oh, dude, you got to try their wings. And I'm from Philly, but I just never went, right? Because I was like,
Did Paul recommend this?
They all do. They all swear by it.
Yeah.
Dude, they came out, and it was like, they were like fucking boiled. It was like soft and mushy. I was like, nah, it's terrible.
Crispy.
Yeah, crispy. Next time you're down the shore, I'll take you to my spot. Or it's right in Summers Point. Dude, we just went wings yesterday, me and Slave. 30 of them, dude, super crispy. Like, you know, the full, and you can either have all flats or just drums, dude. They'll break it up.
I'm a flat guy.
Whatever.
I'll take either. I don't care. Yeah.
I'm
like people come into Applebee's and they're like, I want all flats. I'm like, don't be that guy. Just get
right.
Order.
Because then,
why are you doing that to the poor cook in the back who has to fucking pick them out, man?
Not only that, but then what about the guy that wants a mix? He gets more drums than.
Yeah.
No, I'm not into that.
Yeah. The nerve of some fucking people.
Well, it's rude. They're just.
And usually I'm like, the hotter the better, but Currents I love the dry Cajun rub. I think it's so good.
I was always a big fan of Moriarty's. That was
not familiar.
Dude, they come in a bowl, 5 pound, and they're the big ones where you snap them, and they're crispy.
Oh, with the little fucking dangle.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
But
I like it.
Whatever though. It's just it's like a thumb. Like it doesn't matter.
Kind of like the tail on the shrimp. It's like I don't want this there.
Well, I'm good. See, my only beef with the tails and the shrimp is if it's in a pasta dish.
That's what I'm saying. The last time my mom made scampi,
just pull the tails.
She did the tails.
Because now I got to stop and take the tails
who am I?
off.
This woman cooked me a meal. Who am I to be like, what the fuck?
Well, how about the guy that pays for the meal, right? I don't want the tail.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not the chef's. I don't want the tail.
Dude, the one time I went to Fridays and they have the Cajun chicken and shrimp Alfredo.
How's that?
Pretty good, but it has peppers and onions, which I'm like, no big deal. I just want it without that. And the one dude knew I worked next door because Applebee's and Fridays are next door for some reason. And it came with peppers and onions. So I was like, oh man, can you just get me a new one? You know what I mean? Not in a dick way. I was like, I just didn't want peppers and onions.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I don't care, dude.
Yeah, but what if...
What do they care? You know what I mean? I just go from my mindset because I do the same job. If someone's like, this steak isn't cooked right, I'm like, I'll get you a new one because I don't give a fuck because it costs Applebee's money. It doesn't cost me money.
Do that and not think that someone just spit my shit.
Yeah, well, this is worse, dude, because the dude was being overly chummy. He was like, yeah, I just had the cook pick him out. I'm like, I don't care if that is what he did. Lie to me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because now what do you pick him out with? His hands?
Yeah, probably. And I'm just like, just lie to me.
See?
Just lie to me.
You should just left well enough alone and just grab the fork yourself.
Oh, I just wouldn't have ate it then. If it was going to be that issue, I'd be like, I'm not eating this because that's peppers and onions, and that's everything I'm against because I'm a fucking man-child. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
I've been like, my knuckles say murder, and they'd be like, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. What do they say?
They say carefree.
Oh.
Unique, but are you, right?
Are you carefree?
For the most part, yeah.
For the most
I can be a spaz like anybody, but I guess it's a good reminder. And I thought carefree was more unique because everyone has like drug free or well, I know a couple people drug free.
Yeah.
Or fucking, you know, I forget what stay gold. Everyone has like the same fucking 5 things.
Yeah, self-made.
Yeah, I was gonna get the word knuckles just because it fits, but I don't know anyone with it, but I know enough people have gotten it where it's not as. But I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's kind of a big deal when you get your knuckles tattooed to get the word knuckles on there.
It is a big deal.
I wanted to get Ben Salem on there, but then everyone clowned me. And I'm like, yeah, born and raised, dog. I'm fucking real. I wear Cortezes.
Yeah. Ben Salem.
I thought it would have been funny. I was going to do it on my lower part because I didn't care.
Well, I mean, the lower part doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No.
But I got a fucking Newfound Glory song on the lower part.
The whole song?
The title.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Fuck it with you.
Well, I couldn't think of anything else. I was going to do symbols, and I just was like, oh, if I make or one finger,
that's what sucks. Anything cool?
Yeah, but I think that turned out cool, though.
It did turn out cool.
Because it says hit or miss.
Nah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Is that your idea, though?
Yeah, well, it's Newfound Glory's like first.
Yeah, I mean, to put the or like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Well, I told my buddy Cello who did it, I was like, dude, the state of Oregon. Make people think. It's the abbreviations OR.
Nah, that's a stretch. That's a stretch.
Fuck them anyways, Oregon, dude. Fuck Newfound Glory, dude. They hate me. I kept tagging them on Instagram.
You're lying.
This is what happened at the beginning of COVID. I ordered like $400 worth of merch, like a shitload of merch. Never heard anything, so I took a personal vendetta against the band, who I still love. They're still my favorite band. But I kept tagging them every day.
Did they keep your 400?
No. I kept tagging them on Instagram. And like the lyrics to fucking Hit or Miss, the fucking chorus is "Have I waited too long to see you?"
Oh no.
And I was like, "Oh, I got an idea." Newfound Glory tagged them, and I was like, "Have I waited too long for my fucking merch? It's been a year."
Fuck.
Finally, their email, because I kept emailing the merch company, who it's really their fault.
Sure.
So the band should just realize it was a joke that I was blaming them,
Yeah.
and get over it, and realize I'm their biggest fan. And yes, I will go on tour with them. You know what I mean?
In
But
case they asked.
yeah, fun fact: the guitar player of fucking Newfound Glory's favorite band, Madball, and I was like, "Yo,
Really?
third best merch guy, can't get mad at me, dude."
No, you can't.
Yeah, also got a Madball tattoo on my hand. So
Let me
yeah.
say. Oh,
Yeah, so,
rev up. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking- you got it with the arrow. It's like the state of Oregon all over it. But I kept tagging them, and they saw it. I'm good at getting famous people to see my tags on Instagram. Yeah. No one ever replies, but I got like Haley Williams from Paramore.
Nuh-uh.
I hit her with 17 of like puns because I love Paramore, of like their song titles.
You went love? You love Paramore?
Yeah, they're very good, dude. I'm
Okay.
not even gonna lie.
Okay,
Yeah,
hey.
I'm not gonna front, dude.
You're really selling this gay thing.
Yeah, I know.
I
dude.
mean, I'm almost sold.
I want to be able to say faggot. I don't know. I think it's such a cool word.
Should I say faggot?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
It's
let's go.
already
We're
out
going
there.
faggot.
You know what I mean? But I tagged her in like 15 puns of their songs to do the podcast, knowing it would never happen.
Sure.
She saw every single one of the stories, and I was expecting like at least a LOL.
Nothing?
Yeah, like a LOL.
But can give you nothing?
yeah, no.
That's what I'm saying. What's it take
That's
to
what I'm
go?
saying.
Right?
Yeah.
Just-
Or just give me the double tap.
That's
I
it.
see what you're doing. It's kind of creepy from my perspective that you did 15 of them, but
That's all I want.
funny. I get it.
Can't even do that. Is
Yeah.
that so much effort?
Yeah, I think a lot of this stuff's like funny, and I'm just like, don't you guys think this is funny? And they're like, I think you're trying too hard. And I'm like, I don't
Really?
know. Well, maybe it shouldn't be so accessible to talk to celebrities.
But it's social media, right? You're
Yeah.
being social.
Yeah, I'm being social.
What the fuck?
Not my fault. That,
Just hit like.
yeah.
That's all.
It's not my fault you're a celebrity and your life depends on this stuff. I'm just sitting here doing it for I work at Applebee's for the past 10 years. Employee of the month once, dude.
Play the month
Yeah.
once. Just
Yeah.
once.
Just
Oh,
once. Yeah.
Fuck.
What's the difference?
That's
Paramore's
all right.
got a couple platinum, like triple platinum records. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Paramore.
Yeah.
They don't like to like. They don't make you like emotional, do they?
Nah. I just
Because a lot of the songs are like so powerful.
Yeah, I'm a big songwriting person, and I'm just like, they write phenomenal. The songwriting is phenomenal.
All right.
Yeah.
Songwriting.
It's kind of like how I like what every old hardcore band, like someone has quit a old legendary hardcore band, and they're just doing 90s alternative because Turnstile did it, and
Yeah.
they're acting like none of us know.
Hmm.
Like, I think Angel Dust is dope. And
Yeah.
it's the dude from Trapped Under Ice, which is okay, whatever. You know,
Sure.
I'm not a hardcore guy. You know what I mean? I get the significance of Trapped Under Ice, but I like Angel Dust. But I see what he's doing. He's just making like 90s alt.
He's just trying.
Yeah,
That's all you got to do. Is
because
try.
all of those dudes are sick of hardcore, which I don't blame them. You do it your whole life. You're like, oh, I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, but that's with anything, right?
Yeah. Then you get the itch again to just
Then you
be
get the
like,
itch
yeah,
again.
you know what I mean?
And then 25 years later, you
Yeah.
play again.
And then fucking you're 34 mosh and trying to express yourself, and people are like, how'd you get a
Wow.
black eye? And it's like, because I'm expressing
mean,
myself, dude.
If you're moshing over the age of 30, God
Yeah.
bless you.
Well, that's how I got the black eye.
Fuck,
So, yeah.
man. I mean, I just watching people, I can't even stand for that long.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I started
You know what I
hurting.
think every time I do it? I'm like, do I look as dumb as I feel
100%.
right now? Yeah, and I do.
100%.
And I do.
Yeah,
and I do.
but that's part of it, right?
Yeah, that's part of it. I got to express myself. That's what I tell people because I think it's the funniest answer. Be like, you don't get me and my struggle.
Yeah.
That's like what the singers say, dude. You don't get my struggle or my plight, so I got to express myself. If you say shit like that at a fucking freight train show, I'm moshing, dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be like, dude, no one does know his struggle
No.
or his plight.
Well, our shows were always talking shit about the internet. I mean, you'll see some old shows online where we're talking about getting people together to cut the AOL wire because
Yeah.
what I mean back then was just shit talking. What's
Yeah.
going on in chat
Dial-up.
rooms and
Yeah.
shit, you know. But yeah, we just talk shit about whatever at the moment. But no, whatever struggles we had, like
Yeah.
that inner struggles what
Well, this
keeps
is
us
what I get
going.
when I watch like a lot of hardcore live. I'm like, what are they so angry about still? Like, they're older now.
Just older.
Like Jotham's Mad Joe, and I feel like he should just be Jotham now. You know what I mean?
Oh, he is though. If you
Yeah.
know him, he is. He's not Mad Joe, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
call him Joe. Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't know.
I didn't even know he was Mad Joe.
He is Mad Joe. He's Mad Joe, dude.
He's awesome.
Chuck Treese did this podcast, and like an hour into it, he was so high that he was like, I thought we were doing Mad Joe's podcast. So I was like, he's a big black guy. I'm a small white guy. It's completely different.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I was like, do you know this has been recording all the time?
We can get you like that? Where you look
I mean, if you're Chuck, dude, when your just life is just doing weed all the time, dude, and just being the fucking man, dude, which he is.
He is the man.
He is the man.
He is the man.
I keep telling Jeff, someone needs to, he's like the Dos Equis guy. Like, I feel like that's the ripoff, dude. The Dos Equis.
The ripoff.
Yeah.
Dos Equis.
Dude, when he did the podcast, I was hitting him with everything. Like, he has his own Nike shoe, which is my dream.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Like
a Nike SB. They made a McRad SB.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, and since Chuck is McRad, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, that shit's fascinating.
That is fascinating.
Played bass on Billy Joel, River of Dreams.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, Chuck's fucking,
Dude,
yeah, he's the most interesting man in the world.
That's kind of awesome.
First black dude on the cover of Thrasher.
No.
I swear to you. All these things.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Talk about a resume, huh?
Yeah.
Holy shit. But and by the way, he's also one of the most talented musicians you can know.
Yeah, but I kept like asking him something. I was like, isn't that crazy? We're on Billy Joel's album, dude. And he's like, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. Because he's super just Chuck about it. He don't care. He's just feeling the vibes, dude.
Imagine that. Yeah, so I played bass for Billy Joel.
Dude, I remember one time I went to a show with Jeff and like Underdog was playing. And yet, see, I'm not schooled when it comes to hardcore. Then Underdog was waiting to play, and I'm like, what's taking this man forever? And they're like, we're waiting for our guitar player. And then Chuck just pulled up, and I was like, Chuck's the guitar player?
No shit while you're waiting, right?
Yeah. And I was like, this all makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
dude.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that explains why you're waiting.
My one bar regular turned friend, Fran, he plays in like a Irish rock band, but he was like on my Instagram, he's like, you know Chuck Treese? I'm like, you know Chuck Treese?
Yes.
He's like, I know of him, dude. He's a fucking legend. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the Bad Brains. I mean, so many things.
He's so many things.
He's Chuck, dude.
That's awesome.
We got to make a documentary about him.
He needs one.
Yeah.
Damn it. I didn't know it was that his resume went that deep.
Dude, it's so deep, dude.
Damn, dude. Now I need to see.
Who knows what else he was on that we just don't know about?
There's a lot of like.
There's wild stuff, dude. There's people out there that are so interesting that, and that's why I love doing this, that you just wouldn't even think. Like this one dude I know from AA, Bill. He's sober like, maybe it's like 38 years now, but he's like maybe like 10 years older than me. He's not that. He's like mid 40s, maybe late 40s. I don't think he's 50 yet. And he's sober at like 38 years. He got sober at 18. And he's just like fucking black dude, cool.
Yeah.
About helping the people. Like lives in Kensington. He's from Ohio originally. Lives in Kensington. Damn. And he like gives back to the neighborhood. He's the coolest dude ever. He has all these fascinating stories because he lived a life because he got sober when he was 18. He was the original guitar player in Integrity. Which I was like, don't you think that's crazy?
Really?
And he's like, yeah, I did it for a little bit. And I was like, that's crazy. And he's in a reggae band now that like fucking a bunch of people know.
I don't
called
know.
the West Kensingtons. They did a fucking, what was the album they did with the Silvertones? Is that a fucking, I don't know. I'm not a reggae guy. No. You know? I like it when it's on. I'm like, yeah, why don't I do this more?
I'll listen.
Yeah.
But like reggae and country, I can't do.
Yeah. I can do all of it, dude, to be honest with you.
I can't with the country, dude.
The only thing I really can't do is mumble rap. I'm like, I don't, you know.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But I know people like Jeff will like some, I don't even know if it's mumble rap, but it's like newer, like trap stuff. I'm like, I just don't get it, dude. It's not me.
Some of it's cool.
I've always been like a lyricist guy.
Yeah,
every year I'm shocked because I don't think I listen to him that much, but every year my Spotify year in review, it's like in my top 5. It's like Newfound Glory and Gangstar. I'm like, is it really Gangstar every year, dude? Well, do I listen to it that much?
Gangstar's the shit.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, obviously, it's in my top 5.
Yeah.
But there's other like hip hop from that era that I love way more, and I'm like, really? I guess I'm just in a Gangstar mood a lot.
I mean, nothing was better than NWA and Public Enemy, right? Really? You're giving me the head nod?
I was like, I grew up in the era of like Biggie, so it's like that was like right before, so I like that stuff a little bit more. Yeah,
I'm like 10 years older than you.
I love Public Enemy and NWA.
Damn. So I'm giving you.
I love the Chronic. You know, what I mean, I guess it makes no sense for me to hate on NWA. I don't hate on them, but like the Chronic, I thought was.
Yeah, I'm giving you Public Enemy and NWA, and you're P Diddy and Maze.
Yeah. Kind of, dude. Sadly, you know what I mean.
Take that. Take that.
Listen, I don't even know who my top 5 rappers are, but I know like 1 and 2 are like interchangeable. But it's Black Thought and Method Man. I know that.
That's 1 and 2
for me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I love Black Thought. I think he's so clever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Method Man's my favorite rapper. I don't even think he's probably like top 5 righteously, but like he's just my favorite rapper.
Okay.
I like the swagger.
Yeah.
He just says cool stuff. Like some people just say cool stuff. They might not be the best rapper.
Yeah, but you went
Like I think Redman's a better rapper. And
but you went Method Man over Biggie though.
well, I look at it from this thing, and you're gonna think this is weird, but
Okay.
Biggie's favorite rapper is Method Man. That's why he was the only person on the first album.
Yeah, but
Biggie's probably in my top 5 too. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
He's over Tupac. That's definitely for sure.
100%.
For me.
Yeah, I'm not a Tupac guy.
Too many albums, and people are like, "Oh, Biggie didn't do that much." I'm like, he made 2 albums literally, and it was all good.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
That's
a
hard to
Tupac
do.
guy.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, if you're going lyricist, I mean, is there a better lyricist than, Chuck D?
Hey, Chuck D's good. I'm not
Again,
hating on him, but
I'm
just
too old
people are-
for you, though.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
it's not
That's like
too old, dude. But I don't
know.
know. I like there was just so much like it boomed right after this. They paved the way, so it boomed right after that.
Yeah.
And it was like so much.
Well, the message changed, right?
Yeah,
It went
like
from
stuff like
struggles to
Illmatic
like,
came out after that, and it's
Yeah.
like
well, Nas is the shit,
yeah,
right?
Nas is the shit.
Yeah,
And as far
Nas
as
over
new
Jay-Z, right?
I like Jay-Z a little
Fuck
bit more.
Jay-Z.
Yeah,
I actually seen dude, Jay-Z and DMX at the Spectrum.
that would be awesome.
I seen it.
Yeah,
It was
Method Man
awesome.
and Redman were on that.
Dude, it was one of the most wildest shows ever.
DMX is hard. Dude.
DMX was a shit.
Yeah.
Dude, and that's when
He went out there by himself every night, no hype man,
that's what I'm saying.
screaming because he was
Dude,
on crack. That's so sick. That's what I find relatable. I'm like, I get your plight, dude.
So
I
you
get
felt-
your struggle and
you
your
felt his
plight,
hype.
and I'm gonna mosh, dude.
You're like,
for
damn, there's
DMX.
so much energy on that stage, and I
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah, if he said some shit like, "Oh, this is for my struggle and my plight," I've been like, "Yeah,
He
let's
felt that shit. You're
yeah,
like, oh,
fucking
dude.
start
It
doing
took
some
it to the next level.
dumb fucking dance moves," and I'm like, "Why am I doing this? Only to end up with a black eye," you know?
You're like, damn it. I'm just trying to have a good time.
I know. I want to be the front man for a hardcore band. I think I could say the most like just corny shit, and people would just eat it up, dude. I think it would be so
I think
great.
it's on the delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I was up there, dude, you were feeling it when I said it. I was like, "This is my struggle and my plight." You were like writing it down. And if
I
you
felt
use it,
it.
I'll know.
Dude,
I'll
I'm
know.
telling you right. I'm telling you right now. It's going to be in one of the songs. I'm just letting you know. It's definitely going on one of the
Dude,
songs.
I got it tattooed on my whole bot torso. It says my struggle, my plight. That's my whole. Nah.
I was going to say, damn, you really mean it.
Yeah. After I told you I would get the word Ben Salem tattooed on my knuckles, you're like, "Yeah, I wouldn't put it
I went
past
for the
them."
best.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I think when we play, you definitely got to open up.
Yeah, I'm wearing
You have
fucking.
to.
I'm wearing Teflon, dude, so I don't get stabbed. That would be fucking. I want to get stabbed for
Where
the for the cred.
Where the chain shit, like, you know.
Yeah, like fucking
From
Lord of the Rings, dude.
Yeah, like, dude, that would be awesome.
yeah.
Dude, or wear one of those fucking, forget the stabbing. Maybe we can put you in one of those suits and we'll sick dogs on you.
That would be sick, dude. But I love dogs too much. I'd be
No,
trying to
but-
pet them.
No. Like ones that don't want to be pet. Like, we'll fucking
Yeah.
get them fucking going. Yeah, there you go.
The mini German Shepherd himself, dude.
Dude, Mini Lassie.
Yeah, he's mini.
Or no,
He's a corgi.
oh, yeah. Corgis.
Yeah, Lassie was a Shetland sheepdog. dude.
Oh,
I know,
right. Yeah. I know you know your dogs.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's just my struggle and my plight, dude.
Yeah.
All right, we did the hour, dude.
Awesome.
All right. Well, goodbye, everyone.
See.
Always an abrupt ending.